I do not remember a gentle beginning. There was no mother's touch. There was no father's guiding hand. My first memory is heat. It was a searing, all-consuming fire. This fire was not from a simple log or a cozy hearth. It was the fire of 1,000 betrayals. It was the white-hot core of a star born from pure anger. I was forged in this crucible of rage. Vengeance was the hammer that shaped me. Each strike echoed with the screams of the wronged. Each fold of my being held the memory of a promise broken. I was not born of flesh and bone. I was born of an idea. The idea that some debts can only be paid in blood and ash. My form took shape slowly within the flames. I was not given eyes to see beauty. I was given eyes to find weakness in my foes. My hands were not made for caresses. They were made to grip a weapon and never let go. My heart was not meant for love or kindness. It was a burning coal, a furnace that powered my endless fury. The smiths who made me were not gods or men. They were the spirits of vengeance themselves. They whispered secrets of war into my very soul. They taught me that mercy was a flaw. They showed me that hesitation was the same as death. My creation was a violent act, a necessary evil to answer a greater one. They gave me a voice. But it was not for songs or pleasantries. My voice was the crackle of the inferno that birthed me. It was the grinding of stone on stone. It was a sound meant to shatter shields and break the will of armies. When I finally stepped from the fire, the world grew cold. The ground hissed where I walked. The air grew heavy with the promise of conflict. I was a weapon given a body, a purpose given a name, and my purpose was simple. It was to bring an end to those who believed they were beyond justice. My existence is a testament to the fact that no one is beyond the reach of retribution. I looked upon the world not with wonder, but with calculation. I saw mountains to be crossed and oceans to be conquered. I saw cities filled with the laughter of the corrupt. Their joy was a personal insult to my very being. The fire inside me roared for release. It demanded I march forward. It demanded I start my long and bloody work. I was not a hero sent to save the innocent. I was a monster sent to punish the guilty. And in my eyes, the world was filled with guilt. My journey had only just begun. The flames of my birth were but a spark compared to the fires I would ignite across the lands of men and gods. My creators did not send me into the world empty-handed. They gave me a companion. It was not a wolf or a raven. It was a spear. This spear was born with me, in the same vengeful fire. It is a part of my soul. Its name is whispered only in the moments before a final blow. The shaft is made of wood from a petrified forest, a forest burned to ash by a dragon's betrayal. It is cold to the touch, yet it hums with a captive heat. The spearhead is forged from a fallen star, a star that wept iron tears as it watched a great injustice from the heavens above. It never needs sharpening. Its edge is forever keen, forever thirsty. The spear is my voice when words are not enough. It is my judgment made real. When I hold it, I feel the echo of its own creation. I feel its hunger for battle. It is not merely a piece of wood and metal. It is an extension of my will. Where I point it, doom follows. It can pierce any armor, break any shield, and fell any beast. It sings a high, thin note in the air as it flies, a song of impending finality. When it strikes true, it does not just take a life. It burns the soul from the body, leaving nothing behind but a scorched silhouette on the ground. It is a symbol of my unending quest. Many have tried to take it from me. They see its power and they desire it. Fools. The spear cannot be wielded by the weak or the unjust. In the hands of another, it is nothing more than a heavy stick. It belongs to me as my rage belongs to me. It is a part of my very definition. To lose it would be to lose myself. We are bound together by the same fiery oath. Its thirst for battle matches my own. Its desire to right wrongs with sharp-pointed fury is a perfect mirror of my own heart. We are two parts of a single terrible weapon. When I am still, which is rare, I can hear it whisper to me. It tells me stories of the star it came from. It tells me of the ancient tree that gave its wood. It reminds me of our purpose. It reminds me that our work is never done. As long as there are kings who hide behind high walls and cowards who pray to silent gods for protection, our work continues. The spear is my scepter, my banner, and my only friend. It does not offer comfort, it offers focus. It points the way forward, always toward the next battle, the next reckoning. I do not arrive like the gentle dawn. I do not come with the soft promise of a new day, My arrival is a storm. I am the hurricane that rips the roofs from houses. I am the earthquake that splits the ground. When I march, the earth trembles. The sky darkens with clouds of ash and soot that follow me like a cloak. There is no herald to announce my coming. My presence is announced by the sudden silence of the birds. It is announced by the panicked howling of dogs. The air grows thick and tastes of hot metal, a sign that my fire is near. Peace is not what I bring. I bring a terrible clarity. My entrance into a battle is never subtle. I do not sneak through the shadows. I do not use trickery or deceit. I walk through the front gate. I shatter it. I want my enemies to see me. I want them to feel the ground shake with my steps. I want them to witness my incandescent rage firsthand. Fear is a weapon, and I wield it as skillfully as my spear. They see my form, wreathed in heat and shadow. They see my eyes burning like twin embers in the gloom. They see the spear in my hand glowing with its own inner light. And they know their time is over. My coming is an act of force. It is a declaration. It is the answer to a question they never thought would be asked. They build their walls high. They train their soldiers. They believe they are safe. Their belief is a lie they tell themselves. I am the truth that tears that lie apart. I am the force that cannot be stopped. I am the will that cannot be broken. When I step onto a battlefield, hope dies. The morale of my enemies cracks like dry earth. Their formations break. Their courage melts away like wax before a flame. They are not fighting a man. They are fighting a living embodiment of vengeance. My battle cry is the final nail in their coffin. Before the first blow is struck, I unleash it. It is not a word, it is a sound. It is the sound of a volcano erupting. It is the sound of a mountain collapsing into the sea. Werktunder! The cry rips through the air. It shakes the foundations of their keeps and the foundations of their souls. It is a promise of the violence to come. Soldiers drop their weapons and flee. Knights are thrown from their horses. Their fear is so complete, so absolute, that they become children again, lost and crying in the dark. My arrival is not the beginning of a battle, it is the beginning of the end. My fury is endless. It is a fire that can never be quenched. It burns brighter with every victory, fueled by the memory of why I was made. My will is a mountain of solid iron. It cannot be bent. It cannot be broken. It can only be obeyed. I have marched for centuries. I have toppled empires and brought gods to their knees. I have walked through flames and crossed frozen wastes. Nothing has ever stopped me. Nothing ever will. My purpose is singular. My path is straight. It is a path paved with the bones of my enemies. My rage is my guide, and my will is my shield. This rage is not a weakness. It is my greatest strength. It is focused. It is pure. It does not blind me. It shows me the world as it truly is, a place filled with injustice that must be burned away. Every dawn is an insult. Every peaceful moment is a delay. I do not rest. I do not sleep. I only march. I only fight. I only seek the next wrong to right. The fire within me demands it. The spear in my hand thirsts for it. My unyielding will makes it an inevitability. To stand against me is to stand against a force of nature. It is as futile as trying to command the tides or halt the turning of the world. I've been given many names by those who fear me. They call me the Ashen One. They call me the Firebringer. They call me Worldbreaker. None of these are my true name. My name is a secret, a key to my nature. It is a word of power that is known only to the echoes of the fire that made me. But my legacy is not a secret. It is written in the ruins of cities. It is sung in the laments of the widowed. It is a warning passed down from generation to generation. A warning to the proud, the cruel, and the corrupt. A warning that no wall is high enough. So I leave you with this. Ponder my existence, you who live in houses of stone and believe in the strength of your laws. I am the anger that follows a broken oath. I am the sharp point that follows a boastful word. I am the fire that consumes the liar's tongue. I am justice when all other justice has failed. I have 1,000 faces, but a single purpose. 1,000 names, but a single nature. Tell me then, if you are so wise in your fleeting moment of peace, what is the name of the debt that is always paid?